Okay, welcome back. So from what I've read, I'm apparently I am supposed to have this underneath of this, but since I can't do that directly, what I will do is try to move the arches on top of the... Actually, wait. Cancel. I'll send that back to the workshop. And I'll put this over here. And I'll do this. Wait. Why am I doing this so far away? No? Okay, hang on. Why? How? Alright, hang on. Let's clear some more space. There. Like that. Okay, now. Power you up. Are we good? Yeah, we're good.
Maxon's waiting to talk to you, and I'm not
signal interceptor appears to be
gives us the go-ahead.
Are you ready to put it to the test?
You just gave me shit for wanting to use it, and now you're all cool about it.
You sure Ingram knows what she's doing?
Proctor Ingram's managed to keep a 40,000... I'd say that earns her the benefit of the doubt. That being said, this is the first time we've attempted to... When we throw that switch, we don't know exactly. God willing, you'll end up inside the...
I was trying to say I was confident in Ingram. I wasn't trying to say I wasn't. Ugh.
Nothing's gonna stop me when I'm so close to the answers I'm looking for.
Eager to get inside, huh? Good. Now, I want you to listen very carefully. Once you've entered the Institute, we expect to lose contact. So it's imperative you remember everything I'm about to tell you. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital Wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
How did the Brotherhood meet Dr. Lee?
She was part of a civilian project in the capital Wasteland that the Brotherhood appropriated. It wasn't difficult to convince her to stay. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital Wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
Ooh, that doesn't sound good.
What sort of differences?
Although she was working with the Brotherhood of Steel, she never formally joined as a scribe. After the capital Wasteland was secured, she objected to the Brotherhood's continued military presence there. I think she assumed we would just walk away from it all. She was wrong. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
What's this project that needs her attention?
Dr. Lee previously worked on a potent weapon for the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd like her to continue where she left off. That's all I can tell you. Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware that you're risking your life going into the Institute blind. Just keep your mind on the mission. And don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck.
Okay. Look at this monstrosity I've built. Science! Okay. Wait, what's... Yeah, she's probably in there. Okay.
I've checked
do it.
and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can find a signal to lock onto.
It's on the classical radio station.
Wanted to get into the Institute, right? Well, what are you waiting for?
It's been half a second. Shut up. Science me up. Beam me up, Scotty.
Let's see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, well, looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture complete. Ram the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
Sweet. I'm curious. Let me just remind myself what the damage differences between my weapons are. Okay. I'm home. Except I'm not home because I've never been here before. I mean, you're home though. Man, everything in here is pristine. Is that how I get out? Nope, that one must be me.
Hello.
Hi.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
That doesn't sound like a massive trap or anything. Still, let's do it to see what happens, shall we? Doesn't appear to be anywhere else to go anyway. Oh wait, maybe there is.
Broken.
Or not. Nice. It's a swanky elevator.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
All that murdering you're doing?
Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality
Fancy.
of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Yeah. Hello. It's a shitty little room they're keeping you in. What? Weird.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
What's wrong with your face, buddy? It's got that same glitch I do.
Sean? Is that really you?
Who are you?
I am your father.
These bad people, they stole you from me.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Oh, you're not even talking to me.
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here
I
now.
don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Please, Sean. I'm your father. Talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Yep, you have the same face.
S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
Just... help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time.
What?
I am Sean. I am your son.
What?
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, But 60 years. That is the reality. And here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
So why didn't Kellogg age by 60 years then?
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father.
That part I called.
Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Tell me why you're abusing synths so much. How about that?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But, director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position, obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. This is so much to take in.
I know. And I am sorry. You have been through so much in such a short time. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
I don't know what to do.
I realize that. It's why I'm trying to help you. I hope that you can see that rationally. The Institute is the only thing left in the world that is worth being part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
Well, explain to me why you're attacking people and kidnapping people then.
Are you sure you want this?
Yes, I am. It would benefit us both to work together.
I just don't know.
Just give it time. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, Dr. Holdren in bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in advanced systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Wow, okay, so this is sounding pretty interesting, actually. I was not expecting any of this. Clean globe. I'll do this first. I mean, if these guys can convince me that they're not actually evil fucks, then I think joining them would be actually pretty interesting. This place is so super sci-fi. I love it. What the hell's that? Neat. Okay, looks like everybody's downstairs.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course.
All systems
Oh
nominal.
wait, was that you guys?
It's
Or
an
you?
honor to have you here, sir.
Yeah, it sure is.
Operating at full capacity. Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
What can I requisition?
I have access to a modest selection of arms, armor, and other items approved for use in field missions.
Let's see what you have.
Yeah, what do you have? Ooh, what's that? It's a plasma rifle. Interesting. Guess I came down a level too far, but
When are you going
well, that's
to
a
tell
cool
me
effect.
about this mysterious phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that.
Oh, that's probably going to be Lee. I'll talk to her last.
No visible reaction to the K-14 company. We'll start on this trial. The dosage request.
And you.
Our technology must seem pretty advanced by your standards.
Hi, Doc.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I hope I'll prove useful.
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, and at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
I'd like to know about the people in your division.
Of course. Dr. Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. He oversees the major life support and security systems. Power distribution is Dr. Evan Watson's area of expertise, and Dr. Newton Oberly is in charge of food and housing. He coordinates with bioscience to ensure that our meals are balanced for optimal nutrition. We also make use of a number of synth units for low-priority maintenance and labor.
God, you look smug. Okay. Well, you might recall back from earlier episodes, I did predict that one of the possibilities was going to end up that Sean was going to be the leader of the, like the main antagonist or leader of the enemy group. But I didn't expect it to be the Institute.
Well, you can tell him that
I was expecting it to be a
intend
cult or
speak to
raiders or
Father about
something.
these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
People on the surface have got it pretty bad. Makes me thankful for being down here.
Doctor.
Welcome. Welcome. It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute as your home.
The only place I want to call home was destroyed a long time ago.
I'm truly sorry. This must all be terribly difficult for you. You should know that many of us consider it a great honor to have you
here. Bye.
Scanning. Subject identified.
Seriously think you're heading over to robotics to knock some heads together?
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies.
We're all
Maybe I
looking
should take some
forward to
courses
working
with me.
you.
Send a message.
So get out of my way then.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
Relay grenade? Oh, I guess you can call in synths with that or something. Interesting. Cricket, you're an informant? Oh no. Carla! Oh, I will shoot you in the face. And Lucas. You people. That's why Carla keeps coming to my place. Keeps going to Sanctuary Hills. She's been spying on me. I wonder if I can use that information. Oh well. Anyway, we'll continue researching this place out in the next episode, so I'll see you then.